Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me right here on Solomon's Temple. My name is Solomon Ezangi Shams. It's great to be with you this time of the day. Where are you watching from? Send me a message and just on if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, please send the message. Let's know your location, wherever you are. My name is Solomon Ezangi Shams again. They call me Uncle Solomon. So please go ahead and do that. Even my kids call me Uncle Solomon for the fun of it. But welcome to Solomon's Temple. Solomon's Temple is all about trying to discuss issues around the church, around our Christian faith, and seeing how we can find answers to it. A lot of things we do not have answers to it. And some of the things that we get to discuss here may be popular with some people, and it may not be popular with some people. And it's fine. We don't need to agree, but we need to respect each other. So I desire that we would respect each other, even if we disagree. And we will love each other, not just respect each other, but we will love each other even if we disagree. So that's what I expect today. And I hope that we're going to be able to have a great discourse today. Don't forget, you can like and my page, or you can follow me on Facebook. And you can also just go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's very important. Solomon's Temple. Please subscribe right now whilst I wait. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Subscribe, and then you make sure that you click the like button. That's important. Just so anytime I upload videos, you'll be able to have access to it. And don't forget also, if this is your first time today, there are other great videos out on my YouTube channel that you can actually have access to it. So please check out my YouTube channel. There are other great videos there that I'm sure you're going to like. I'm sure you're going to be able to, to check out. Very, very important. Just so you know that we are very much together. So also, if you're here for the first time, we have a Telegram group. This is the number. Is people who are partnering to pray together and to support each other. We run a movement called the Truth Movement. It's all about bringing truth back to our lives, back to every area of our lives, back to the church, back to the pulpit, actually. We want to bring the truth back in there. So that's very important. So make sure you connect with us, send us your number on this, send us your name rather on this number, just so we're going to be able to make you a part of the group. We have hundreds of people there across the world there already. That's what we are all about. And importantly, I've been getting quite a lot of support from individuals locally and internationally. I'm having a legal case with Alf Lukau, who is a pastor in Johannesburg, South Africa, and who is involved. He was involved with the whole drama 2 years ago with Elliot, who was resurrected, who was in a coffin, in an ambulance on his way to Zimbabwe. But they took him to his church, and then he resurrected, so that's something that became very controversial and bad press. He got a lot of bad press for it. But he said because of some of the stuff I said after that whole resurrection, I defamed him. So it's a contempt of court because I've had a case with him for the last 3 years. And for me, it's all about trying to silence the truth. So I'm in need of money to pay my legal costs. It's the High Court. And if you want to support, please go ahead, support. Account number, this is my account number. NL Asham, net bank account number. Every bit of it would go to my legal cost. If you go check out some of the videos on YouTube, there was a whole broadcast that I did just to give a breakdown of how much I had collected so far and what it was used for. So I give blow by blow. So unlike some pastors, prophets, and apostles, I'm not going to use your money for myself. No. Without this case, I wouldn't be asking for your support. And I need about $3,000 right now. And we've raised quite a lot of money. A lot of people have supported us. And please go ahead. If you are international or if you feel PayPal is the easiest way to support, this, please use solomontalks@yahoo.com. solomontalks@yahoo.com if you want to make a PayPal payment. Thank you very much. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about, by the way, to all the women, happy International Women's Day. I didn't say that yesterday, so I might as well say that today. Let me check who is here. Yeah, we got quite a lot of, wow. I see quite a lot of Vanda people are here already, and they are just straight up, hey, Vanda, I'm here, you know. Nah, I'm finally here. So good to join you guys. I tell people, especially people that are not South Africans, for those of you watching in the US and all over, there's quite a lot of viewership from the US also here. For those of you who don't know, Venda is certain people group in Limpopo. I'm sure you've heard about the Limpopo River, right? Now it's down in Limpopo. Now Venda is the, you know, I've visited Venda a couple of times, and I feel that's like the closest you can come to Nigeria in South Africa, right? The people, the scenery, the food, the fruits, and just everything, you know, the mentality. I just feel if you want to feel, if you come to South Africa, you want to feel a bit of Nigeria, Venda, you know, go down there, Toyando, you know, go down there. That's definitely a place to be. So I have quite a lot of vendors full house tonight, because a lot of the people that I have right here, the people that we're going to be talking about today, the issue that we're going to be talking about today rather involves two very prominent families from Venda, the families who are very much in the limelight, well known, the family of the husband and the family of the wife. Both come from a very ministry line. Both of them, their parents are well known as pastors, as clergy people in Venda. So they are both PKs, if you want to call it that, pastor's kids, in case you don't know what PKs are. So now when we have a second generation, you know, from like second generation pastors, or that's a PK, or first generation pastor, you would expect far much more. And unfortunately, in this situation, it seems that, you know, it's totally different. Things were done that shouldn't be done. And we're bringing this to discuss it tonight, because I got, you know, I friends and families of the wife reached out to me. The first person I spoke to was the twin sister of the wife. The wife is a twin, and both of them are singers, musicians. They've traveled internationally. Actually, the twin sister actually right now is based in China. She's been there for years. And the wife was part of the Lion King production as a performer and also as a musician. I'm going to show you stuff as we go on. So they brought a concern to me, stating the fact that their friend, their sister, was not treated appropriately by this 37-year-old pastor, Pastor Obedience, who runs a church here in Johannesburg. I'm going to give you all the details. I'm just going to give you a highlight. But in the course of the conversation, we're going to be looking at that. Now, before I even invite the twin sister, I would want to take us down memory lane, because this couple was married for 8 years. So I want to show you some sort of pictures from when they got married. So this is their wedding day about 8 years ago. As Pastor Obedience and his lovely wife, Edith. So they did get married. It wasn't just a fat and sit, come let's stay together. Americans call it shacking together. No, they got married. For her, it was her first marriage. For him, it was his second marriage. From first marriage, he had 2 kids. Second marriage, 2 kids. Now he is on his third marriage. Now let me backtrack a little bit. His first marriage, from what I hear and what I know, the wife he married was a woman who was married to one of his best friends. He was actually part of the groomsmen for her marriage, for her wedding rather, to her first husband. So he was best friends with her first husband. He was part of the groomsmen. And then later on, he married her. How can that be? What happened to the brotherhood code? How did he even get to have a relationship with her? Now, they ran. Like I said, Pastor Obedience is a second generation pastor. This is his parents. His father, who is an apostle, and his mother, who is a pastor. And she's a leader of the church also. I'm going to show you some footage later on when his third wife was introduced to the church by herself. Just, I think, last Sunday. So what happened is once they got married, you can see them when everything was great between them. Obviously, that's your wife, you can kiss her. When everything was great, like I said, she is a professional musician and performer. This is her performing with the Lion King. She was a performer. She played the role of Rafiki and the role of Nala, for those of you guys who know the Lion King story very well. So she traveled around the world with the production, all across the world, and lived overseas for quite a while. This is her here playing the role of Nala. All right, here playing the role of Rafiki. Just to give you a bit of a background. Just to give you a bit of a background, I'm trying to build a story gradually for you, right? So, what happens between them from this day until now? From what the concerns that was raised by the sister, family, and friends, it was like these two got married 8 years ago, still legally married, not divorced yet, but now he just got married to another woman called Poppy. How can that be? Are they divorced that we don't know about? Are they still married? Are you allowed to go ahead and remarry when you are not divorced yet? What are the biblical expectations? And what are the legal expectations? Did he do right? What did she do right? What did he do wrong? So I'm trying to build all these stories. So help me. At this point, I want to invite the first person who got in touch with me when it comes to this issue, and that is Judith Modao. Thank you so much, Judith, for reaching out to me. You're all the way in China.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning to you there. This is good evening here, which is 8:22 in South Africa. Now,
it's 2:22.
I've spoken about your twin sister.
Yes.
Judith, you're one half of a twin, and then there is Edith, who is your twin sister. Why did you decide to reach out to me? Never met you until recently, and share this story, which I feel is a sad story between these two couple, these two individual, and also the kids that are involved. There's about 2 kids involved already, isn't it?
Yeah. I used to be very close with Obi. We were like friends, actually. He is a very easy person to get along with. That's why we became like very close, Even when I was in SA and my sister was there, people are sending me requests. And my sister was there, we would go to sound. Oh, she says my sound is bad. I need to move.
Your sound is your sound is okay. Is the sound okay? Let me check out with my team here, with my guys who are watching. If you're okay with her sound, just let me know, guys.
Okay.
Stop speaking vendor here now. All you guys, stop speaking vendor. I don't understand. My vendor is very poor, so I don't even understand what you're saying. There's quite a lot of vendor guys here. Echo, okay. Tinyiko is saying there's a bit of echo.
Because
but Katie is saying that the sound is okay. Busisiwe is saying it's okay. No, it's okay. Yeah, I got a lot of okay there.
Maybe there is echo because I'm in the bathroom, just for the sake of the light.
No, it's okay. We can hear you. We can hear you. Majority of the people said it's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so I can talk.
Yes.
Yeah. So I will try to cut the long story short, So I liked Obi very much. He was, or maybe he still is, a very good brother-in-law. He was like a big brother to me. We would hang out with my sister when we go to the shows. He's the MC, we performing and stuff like that. So we became very close. And when they were getting married, I remember I was supposed to fly back to China the very same week, but they said, no, postpone your flight. We're gonna get married. We want you to be at the wedding, So that's how close we were. They got married actually it was Sunday, I think. They got married Sunday in the evening. And then when they finished late at night, the 3 of us had to drive back to Joburg. Because I had a flight. I had a flight the next day. I was flying back to Dubai, So we were like that. We were like always out and about, just together hanging out, and we were good. And then as a husband to my sister also, he was a very nice person, caring. He would spoil her. I remember when she was in Hong Kong, he would send flowers, ask people to buy flowers and arrange, and then they surprise her. He used to do very nice things for her. He was really, really loving, But I don't know what happened. He just changed when things get rough, when things are tough. Obi, he's one person, he will run away from problems. He will never stand and stay and solve whatever that is going on. When something wrong happens, when he feels it's too hot, he will run back to his family. Actually, he will literally leave his home with his kids and wife, and then go back to his family like that. That's how he is, And then that's when things started go wrong from that point. How can a whole married man, when he's got problems, he cannot face them? He goes back to his mother's house and stay there for like maybe 5 months or something like that. How do you do that?
What sort of problems are you talking about? Is it an internal problem? Is it a problem between him and the wife? Is it financial problem, or what sort of problems?
What I've noticed, I used to call him my in-law. You know, we haven't spoken in a long time because he knows that when he does wrong, he knows me. I don't pretend. You know, I show him that I don't like it. My in-law likes finer things in life. I'm getting so many requests, you know.
Please ignore it.
My in-law, he likes fine things in life, you know, and to the point where he will do anything, you know. He will even sell something that you don't even know, that, you know, something very important. He will do anything actually to get whatever that he wants, so that he can stay in the public. He will still look fine. He will still look like he's doing well, you know. Like, for instance, the thing that that happened, that drove this marriage, you know, to go this way, this direction of whatever that happened right now, the episode, it was because of debt, actually. When he doesn't want to be responsible for you know, for the bills and stuff like that, he's like that. He will leave home. He will, you know, at some point, actually, like now, you will find me, because I feel for the kids. I love the kids so much. I love them with all of my heart. They are mine. You know, right now, I have to help take care of them because he's not doing that. He has not even paid school fees. Last year, the whole year, he didn't pay school fees for the kids. What is that? And yet he got married. He threw a wedding party, whatever that it was, while the kids' school fees is not paid.
So we're talking about somebody, I think they said he's into marketing and a graphic designer. Does he have a job from you are the twin sister, so you know quite a lot, I think more than any other person, more than even your parents. He has a job.
Yes.
Does he have a job? And what has been the financial state of the family? Because one of the things that you had mentioned is the fact that there was a time where he was in debt earlier on in the marriage or so, where he was in debt, and then Edith, your twin sister, who was his wife, or who is his wife, had to bail him and pay up, I think, about R500,000 rand for him to clear up.
Paid. When she met him, you know, when you love somebody, you can do whatever. It doesn't matter. Money is just money, you know. She wanted to build with him, you know. So she was like, since they're husband and wife and they've signed in community of property, you know, and she wanted to have things with him. She was like, let's try and settle your debts before we do this. She helped him as a husband. She gave him R500,000 to pay off his debts, and then he was cleared. But being the Obi that he is, he went into debt again. I don't know how.
Are you sure about that? Because one of his friends reached out to me and he was telling me that no, he is good with money, and he used to take care of the family, you know, very well.
He's not. Ask him how much is he owing at school, that friend of his. Ask him when was the last time he paid school fees. The friend, ask the friend, please. If he says he's good with money, his kids are going to school every day. They were attending online. Now they're back at school. Ask the friend if the school fees is paid. He even suggested that the wife gets a court order so that he can support the kids. What kind of father asks for a court order? A whole pastor that stands in front of a pulpit and preach to people, and he tells his wife that get a court order for me and then I will support my kids. How do you do that? How?
So what you're telling me is sort of like obvious, like your sister, who is his wife, Edith, she brings in more money. She's been bringing in more money than him. I mean, it's not a problem for me, but it seems like she's been bankrolling the family for some time. Is that true?
It's true. It's true. You know, when the sacrifices that we make, actually, she made a sacrifice in the beginning of their marriage. You know, she went back overseas to Hong Kong and she worked for a certain period. You know, she accumulated some money and they got whatever that they wanted to get and they were stable. you know. And then the husband asked her to come home. He said, come home, and then I will take care of the family. We will be fine when you come home, you know. And she came home, but after some time, things were not okay, obviously financially, you know, because they love nice life, soft things, you know. We love beautiful things. So, and they're expensive. It's money. The beautiful cars that he drives, it's money. Those beautiful suits that he wears, he dresses nice, believe me, that's money. So he was like, okay, come back. She came back home. Things didn't work out. And then what is she supposed to do? She knows that if she can go to work, when his mother, when his dear mother said the church was motherless, you know that she said in that video, she's on Sunday, last Sunday, I was watching her. She said the church was motherless. You know, now you have a mother, and the church was never motherless. The mother had to go back to work so that she can provide for the family, because they were sinking again inside debt. He couldn't afford.
I want to concentrate. I mean, I'm gonna play that video of the mother introducing the third wife to the church. I'm gonna play that later.
Okay. Okay.
But I want to ask you, even from your perspective, and just everyone watching. So they're based in Johannesburg, right? Pastor's wife.
Yeah.
Running a church. He has a church, and then maybe has a job. So she had to go back to Hong Kong and be part of the production, just so she can earn money and bring it back, because they need the money.
Yes.
Now, I'm sure when she goes off for months, right?
Exactly.
How is that possible in a marriage? I know. I mean, maybe our parents did that, where you go to work in Johannesburg in the city, and then you leave your family in the village. I mean, my dad did that. But today, I know it affects a lot of marriages. But do you think the distance, she going to Hong Kong and being in Hong Kong for months, and then maybe coming in once a month or whatever, do you think it affected their marriage?
I think it did somehow, though maybe she would try to come home every 6 months. Or maybe at some point, Obi went to Hong Kong to visit, I think.
Yes, like I have photos of him getting to Hong Kong. Yeah.
But I think it affected it a bit, especially when she left and Obi had to be with the kids, you know, and things were like not really okay, because now the girls from his church, they were like babysitting. You know, they were babysitting different girls in his house from that church of his. They were coming to babysit the kids, and that's not good. You know, you're just bringing different girls, and sometimes when my sister asked, he would deny her answers, and then he wouldn't want her to see the kids. Sometimes he will say she's asking too much and stuff like that. You know, so it affected the marriage, obviously. But sometimes we look at what's important. We want our kids to have beautiful life, you know, and if there is a plan that we can make, she can make more money, you know, and they can afford that. They can take their kids to any school that they want, you know. So she did that. She sacrificed, because they can make an agreement, you know, that, okay, I'll go for 3 months. And then after 3 months, I'll come back. And then it's just for a certain period. Maybe we can do it 1 year, and then we save enough money, and then we'll be okay again. Because remember, she did it in the beginning. She went, she worked, she made enough money. They bought whatever they wanted to buy, you know, and then time came to come back. She came back, but again, their lives went down, you know, so she had to do it again. But she did it at the wrong time, where she was told that the church didn't have a mother. And I don't know, because you know what I've noticed with guys, guys don't tell their families the truth. You might find me, you might find me.
Why are you saying that? Try to put it in context of Obedience, your sister's husband. What was from what you guys picked up? Was he telling his whole family the truth about the state of the marriage?
I don't think so.
His shortcomings or mistakes? every wife or husbands make mistakes. Was he telling them the truth about his decisions?
I don't think he was telling them the truth, and especially now about this wedding. Like, I heard that Pastor Mazinge, the one who married him, he doesn't even know that he was marrying a married man. He didn't know.
On that one, I would dispute that, because one of his friends called me today and he said, no, that the pastor who married them, this third wife, that he's okay with it. But I said, but that's not what I had from.
It's not. Please
from the family.
Bring the friend doesn't know. You see, when I say people lie to people, the friend doesn't know, because we talk to people very close to Boma Zinge. We know what's going on. He didn't know. He didn't know that Obi was married. He wouldn't marry a married man. That's not okay.
So he is sort of like disappointed because he wasn't told that Obedience, your sister's husband, your twin sister's husband, was still married, and now he went ahead and officiated a marriage that is some sort of illegal according to the law, and also I'm looking for a right word, a biblical word to say, an abomination before God. You know, the biblical right word, an abomination before. He went ahead and officiated. So technically, Pastor Obedience is currently married to 2 women, or maybe he's married to 1 woman and then he has 1 concubine.
Exactly. He's got his wife, the one that, you know, my twin sister, and then the other lady, I don't know if he's making her second wife or what. I don't know.
The wife that he recently married is actually, we're not even supposed to call her his wife, isn't it?
Yeah. Because I don't know if she knows that she married a married man. I don't know if she knows. Does she know? You might find that she was lied to also. That's why I'm saying, let me make it
clear here also that I did get her phone number and I sent her a set of questions, but I never heard from her, right? I did got Obedience number. I sent him a set of questions. Didn't hear from him until this afternoon. And I'm going to share what he told me here. I'm going to put it on the screen so everybody could read. I did got the mother's number. I sent the mother a set of questions. Never heard from her. I got his father's number to say, look, do you understand that your son is set to still be legally married? As clergy people, as ministers, older people, do you think this is right biblically? Have you done the cultural thing? Have you approached his wife's family and say, look, we want to terminate this marriage culturally, because I know the culture of the Venda people, that is very important.
Are you there? These people, you know, his family was like coming to my family so many times, you know, when there were problems and other things, they would come to my family. But now even my parents, they don't even know that their daughter's husband is married. My parents don't know anything. They were not contacted. The Masakonas didn't come and say, we are finishing.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Because I know the Venda culture is very important. Because I'm trying to understand how his third wife's family would accept dowry, as we call it in Nigeria, lobola, bride price, from Obedience when he's still married to his second wife.
Hey.
Culturally, how does it work in Venda? Do you accept? Because I know they're not traditionally, their marriage is not, they don't practice polygamy, right? Do they practice polygamy? Yeah, did they agree to practice polygamy?
They're too young for that. They wouldn't even do that.
No. Did they agree to practice with his parents? His parents are clergy people, so I'm sure they don't tolerate polygamy, right?
No,
so let's get that out of the way. How does it happen in the Venda culture when you're married to somebody from a cultural perspective? So let's deal with culture now before we even come to the Constitution, and then we go to the Bible. From a cultural perspective, if you want to divorce, what's the normal procedure in Venda?
The families will come together, because you don't just wake up and say, I don't want anymore. Families will have to get together and talk about it. Try to see if you can sort it out. You know, if they try to sort it out and they see that, no, this is not going to work, then okay, the two parties can agree that, okay, this thing is not working. Let's walk away. But that never happened. It didn't even happen. It didn't happen.
So
my parents don't know anything. They don't. I feel, honestly, you know, I was so angry. Like, what kind of disrespect is this? Do they undermine my family that much? You know, are we like, they don't see my parents. Like, can't you just try at least as parents like they used to do before? You know, and try to call my dad maybe, or try and meet or something. His parents didn't even do anything. They didn't. He got married at his home in the yard. They had a secret wedding. The cameras were not even allowed because it was a secret. When they said it was daylight, not a secret, no, it's a lie. That was a secret because they didn't want us to find out. It's not nice, you know, when elders behave like this. You know, how do we respect them? How do we look at them tomorrow? Like, honestly, no need to be fighting about things because there's kids involved. You know, we're supposed to be talking because he's gonna have to see his kids someday. The kids will have to go to their grandparents for holidays and stuff like that. But look at this situation now. Since he got married, he's never seen his kids. He's never done anything.
And his kids live about the same area where he lives right now, right?
Exactly. Same.
Yes.
But he's never even seen them since he got married.
So let me make it clear also that I did try to reach out to every one of these people involved, every one of them, and didn't hear from any of them until this afternoon when I got a message from Obedience, right? I got a message from him. I'm gonna put his message on the screen for everybody to read.
Okay.
I had sent him a message asking him 5 questions. Actually, I actually made a mistake. I didn't put the message here on the screen. I would have put the message here that I sent him just so you see the questions, 5 questions. Are you still married? Are you divorced? Do you think it's right for you to get married when you're not married yet? This is your 3rd marriage. What's happening? You're a pastor. Right?
And they allow him to still stand on the pulpit. I don't mean, you know, they say nobody's perfect. His church's motto, it says, "Come as you are." So that's come as you are.
When you get married for me 3 times, when you're in your 3rd marriage, then something is wrong with you.
You are the problem.
Yeah, you cannot keep blaming other people, and especially when you are a clergy, when you are a pastor, when you are a man of the cloth. Let me read a scripture for us from 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1 and 2. It says, if anyone aspires to be an overseer, so an overseer, you want to oversee people, you can be a pastor, you want to lead. He desires a noble task. It's a good thing, he's saying there. Verse 2. But an overseer, a pastor, a prophet, an apostle, then must be above reproach. So he must be in a place where you're above reproach, not correcting you every time. The husband of but one wife. Let me stop there. And when this whole thing was brought to me, that was my issue. Whatever side problems they have or whatever, for me, it's not really that as important as this. A husband of but one wife.
Yeah.
2 things. You've been married 3 times. Now, some Christians would tell you are a husband of 3 wives. Christians who come from denomination where they do not believe in divorce. There are people that are watching now. They do not believe in divorce. If you divorce, you must never get married. Right?
That's why I'm not married. I don't believe in divorce.
And then there is also second thing. your second wife, you're not divorced yet, and now you married another woman. So it says the husband of but one wife, but now you are husband to two, because you've had sexual intercourse with your second wife. We know the evidence is there that we know you have sexual intercourse. There's evidence. They're called children.
Yeah.
And then there is the second one now. You have consummated that. And you know, biblically, having a sexual relationship itself is like marriage with somebody.
Yeah.
Right? It's part of the package. So this Paul's letter to Timothy, young Timothy, has set a standard for us. And we talk about this quite a lot. And I think living it is very difficult.
Yeah.
And for me, that's where my issue is. And he's a clergy. He's a pastor. If he wasn't a clergy, I think it would have, I don't think I would even take the time to discuss this. I discuss these issues out here because the lives of a lot of other people are at stake. There are other people that look up to him.
A lot.
There are other people that he needs. There are other people that we try to emulate him. There are other young men that would say it's okay, you know, get married to her, you don't like it, you want to move on, divorce, or don't divorce, just move on. People are watching. That's why Paul was sending this letter to young Timothy. And that's where my issue is. This is your sister with him. This is them, obviously. Manfun DC and Infun DC. How do you say it in Benda? How do you call a pastor in Benda?
Mafunzi.
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 So this is them. The name of the church is Calvary Christian Church. This is them when everything was okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that you should have a perfect marriage. Nobody has. I don't have one. Okay. Because we are imperfect people. We are broken people. But when you tolerate your brokenness and not do anything about it, then that's where it becomes a problem.
He says, come as you are. That's what he preaches. Come as you are. He goes like that every day.
Now I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. Do you think your sister, maybe according to you, she was bringing in more money? Do you think your sister? I was gonna ask you, do you think he's a gold digger? But then I'm not gonna ask that question. You know,
he likes women with money also. That's not a secret. People know that. It's not a secret.
Okay, but do you think your sister began to disrespect him as a wife? She started disrespecting him because she was bringing in the bacon home more than him, because that's a reality in some marriages. I don't think it should be that way, but some marriages it happens. Do you think something like that happened?
I'm not 100% sure about that, but I've always seen him as the man of the house. You know, he was running everything, responsible of everything. You know, he was just, I've always seen him in the front. He did everything in the front. She was not like, you know, trying to show that, okay, she makes money and stuff like that. No, she's not like that. She's not. She has always been the wife. She cooked for him. You know, she gave him food. She like a vendor woman. She went down on her knees, gave him water and food. You know, like a normal wife. I don't think it got that far to that point of disrespecting each other because of money. Because anyway, remember at some point she had to leave overseas and come home and be the wife. Just to be the wife that is not even earning that much money, you know, but it didn't work because they love beautiful things.
And both you and your sister are professional musicians, performers.
Yes.
What's you and your twin sister? So what was the relationship? Two questions. What was your twin sister's relationship with his mother and his father, and what was your family's relationship with their family? Could your dad just pick the phone and just call his dad and catch up and ask questions? Hey, what's going on here? What was the relationship?
My dad and his dad, I think they get along very well. I think my father studied some Bible courses at his school, something, you know, so they get along very well. And then the mother, Obi's mother never really liked my sister, actually. And that's the biggest problem of it. She never did. I don't know who she likes anyway. I don't know. she never really liked her, you know, maybe because, you know, some mother-in-laws, they want to control you, tell you what to do in your house and those kind of things. And when she looked at my sister is she's an independent woman. You know, she's not the kind of woman that you can say, hey, you know, just to pull her around. And no, she knows what she wants. She's not that makoti that doesn't know what she wants. But what I know is she doesn't like her. That's it. It's the truth. It's not a secret.
I heard there was a time she made a comment around this Rafiki's outfit. This is Rafiki's outfit that your twin sister was wearing in one of the production with Lion King. What did she say about this outfit?
This is Disneyland outfits, you know, there's a story about it. You have to understand theater and this kind of business. The one that when she's wearing that costume, she makes a lot of money. She makes a lot of money. But her mother-in-law said it doesn't look anything like Christian. It looks too evil. You know, she had to find something wrong about everything with her. There was always something. Imagine just the costume, work costume. She works, and actually the Disneyland costumes, you wear them at work. You don't even go outside wearing them. Just inside, when you finish performing, you leave them there. You don't go outside of anything. She had to comment about that. She said it doesn't look Christianish. It looks like, you know, like she was not happy about it anyway. But the bottom line is she doesn't like her.
Let me ask you a honest question, and I want a honest answer from you. What did your sister do wrong in this marriage? What do you think she didn't do right? Because this is a marriage and this is two imperfect people.
What my sister did right was to persevere.
What did she do wrong? What did she do wrong? Yeah.
Wrong, honestly, I'm not too sure about the wrongs.
This is a marriage. We're talking about two imperfect people. So that's why I said I want you to be honest with me.
I know. But honestly, she has tried so much. I've never really, maybe there were some mistakes here and there, but what I know about, maybe little mistakes, because, you know, my sister would do anything to protect her husband. Even now, she's protecting him. She doesn't want to talk. She doesn't want to say anything because she's protecting him. She is. And he doesn't care. He goes out and embarrasses her like this.
I heard that your sister struggles with anger. That's what his friend was telling me. And they used to verbally abuse each other, and they used to physically abuse each other.
Yeah, he choked her. Obi is very physical. He choked her. I remember some time ago, he choked her and she ran. Yeah, she ran. I was still living in the flats in town.
And he's far bigger than her.
Yeah, he is huge.
He's a big guy, yes.
He is huge. He choked her and she ran for her life. She came to my place. She was crying. I'm like, what's wrong? And then she was like, it's him again. You know, so he's kind of he's an abusive pastor. He's kind of, you know, he's like that. That's why when there are problems, he walks away. He can just leave his family like that for 5 months. He doesn't care. And he doesn't care what they're gonna eat. if, let's say, for example, they have to pay bond or they have to pay rent or bond, let's say bond, because anyway, they've bought a house, you know, he doesn't care if the kid's house is paid or they're eating. You know, I even messaged him on Sunday. I said, whatever that you're doing, make sure that the kids are eating at least and make sure that the school fees is paid. Because honestly, when I have to step in and help, and I have plans of my own, I have my own life, you know. I can't be helping, paying for his kids things all the time. I cannot do. I love them, yes, but they have a father. He's still very much alive, and he acts big out there. He's standing in front of the pulpit every Sunday. You know, you should take care of them. He's preaching to people about kids taking care of the families and stuff, but he's not taking care of his family. It's very wrong.
So let me introduce you to the third wife. Some of you would call it concubine. That's up to you. This is the third wife. Her name is Fopi. Just recently got married, and she was introduced to the church. And that's him there. You can see he's huge. And yeah, so not aware if she's aware that she married a married man or not. And not aware if he told her or her family, or why her family accepted bride price, lobola, from a married man who doesn't believe in polygamy. Except if he believes in polygamy, he can come out and clear and tell us, you know, I believe in polygamy. And then obviously, if you believe in polygamy, there's nothing we can do about it, because that's your belief, you know. Nobody's going to force you to do it.
No, but even if he believes in polygamy, you tell your first wife that I need number two.
That's the African culture. In some instances, the first wife actually chooses the second wife for you, right? That's the way culture works in a lot of cultures across African continent. So now let me play a video of the mother introducing the new wife to the congregation, the church, Calvary Christian Church Center in Johannesburg, Maboneng, Johannesburg, South Africa. And so I want you guys to listen to her carefully, because sometimes I don't want to believe that the mother is a part of this plot, right? In as much as she wants the best for her son, like every other mother. But she's a pastor, and she's a marriage counselor, by the way. So I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe she knew that they're not divorced. Now, a lot of you guys would say, they're not divorced, but anyway, let's watch this. And there are certain things that one of his best friends told me that I'm going to ask you after this video. Let's watch it.
Okay. And if it doesn't have somebody to take care of it, that expensive furniture will always be filled up with dust. Now the time of dust is over. Hallelujah. The time of dust is over. Somebody to take care of every furniture. At Calvary Christian Church Maboneng, it's here. Hallelujah! I'm going to ask Boayo just to bring that gift to the fore. to accompany her and let them bring the gifts to the fore. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Right. Just a little bit of it right there. The introduction of the gift, like the mother said.
Yes.
Uh,
The furniture duster. Yes.
And the furniture duster. I wonder why you would call a woman furniture duster. You know, the husband can also dust the furniture. I'm that kind of husband. So how did your sister feel watching that? I'm sure she's watched it. How did she feel about that?
She has what? Actually, she watched it. I called her actually after that service, and then I'm like, "Did you see that?" She's like, "Yeah, I saw." And anyway, since she knows her mother-in-law can exaggerate and can be dramatic like that, and she can do something to prove a point, because the way she was exaggerating there, like, we're doing it daylight so that you can see, it's not a secret, you know, stuff like that. You can tell she wants to hurt somebody because she's like that. She's that kind of woman. She wants to hurt somebody. Ask her if she's got a daughter-in-law that stays at her house when they come home. Ask her. That will tell you what kind of mother-in-law she is.
So he's on level 3 now.
He's moving too fast. I'm not even on 1 year.
That's what somebody said here. You know, he said level 3 is fire.
Fire, I see that. He's moving, eh? He's moving.
I was gonna say something. Yeah, I just remembered now. You see that I have a big problem because I think within the church we have quite a lot of leadership problem. One of the challenges that we have in the church is leadership problem. When leaders fail and intentionally continue to fail or to sin and think it's okay. You are 37 years of age, pastor, a man, and you've been married 3 times, right? Now something is wrong with you.
Sometimes, you know what I think? Because this is like a family business. You know, it's a family business. There is a main branch in Venda. There is one in Pretoria. It's led by the younger brother, and he's leading the one in Joburg. You know, so it's like a family thing. They cannot excuse him. They cannot excuse him and let somebody handle that business. You know, give him some time to go and fix himself. No, still he will do that, and they allow him, you know, to go ahead and preach. They don't care. They allow him to go ahead and do whatever that he wants to do. I'm like, oh, okay, so it's like that. They operate like that. They will know that he left his wife. You know, he's not staying with his wife. He just left for 3 months or 4 months or something like that. And still they allow him to go to church every day and preaching and do stuff. I'm like, really?
Is he a mommy's boy, or is just mommy trying to impose herself in his life, in their marriage?
He is mommy's boy. His mother loves him dearly. That's why I say when something is wrong in his house, he will run home. He runs home all the time. He will never sit and fix his stuff with his wife and kids. He will run back to, a 37-year-old will run back to his parents. He's like that. He runs away.
And he's a pastor and leading people, leading the congregation?
Exactly. That's why it doesn't make sense for me, and people are still following him. But anyway, he lost so many people at church. He doesn't have elders anymore. He's got young girls that are lasting after him anyway, because some were promised that he's gonna marry them. And some were busy even paying for his car installment because they thought he was gonna marry them.
You know, I wish your sister is here. And I hope, I'm sure maybe she's watching, if she can join us even for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Because I only have two questions for her. You know, just 2 questions for her.
Maybe we can do, maybe she can prepare herself and we do part 2, you know. It would be nice.
Because I would really love to speak to her. And because there's a lot of people here who also want to speak to her. And there's a lot of people somehow that are actually interested in this issue. I don't know why. There's 1,800 people right now watching, right? So it shows that, and I don't want to think it's because, you know, these are families that are well known in Venda or whatever. I think it's more than that, because it's also about marriage. There are people in the US and all that, you know, that are here also, you know, in Europe that are watching. So it shows that this is a topic, just like Sililo is saying, the value of marriage is slowly moving out of the church.
It is. It is. Imagine a whole pastor that doesn't have conscience. You know, I would feel bad if I do something wrong and I'm still preaching on the pulpit and I'm telling people, hey, come as you are, come as you. What is this? It's not okay. It's not. It doesn't feel anything.
Now, let me share the message that was sent to me this afternoon by Obedience himself, your twin sister's husband.
And like I just want to make it clear. I just want to make it clear that I said what I said. You know, I said what I said, and what I said is the truth. Because I heard that the Masakonas, they were going around saying that they call my sister for a meeting, whatever, she didn't come. And that's a lie. They didn't call any meeting. There was no meeting that was called.
Yes, I was going to talk about that.
There's just some.
His best friend was telling me that no, it's your sister who is refusing to sign the divorce papers. That he told you. That's why I said, I wish I can have your sister now to talk to her, or maybe we get a part 2 where we deal with these things. You are her twin sister, and I know you know a lot about these things. You are the one who reached out to me saying, Solomon,
because I was tired.
Yeah, this is a concern, and people would love to have a sister like you, because so some of this issue that you want to tackle head on, you know, and I wish your sister was here, because I was told that he had told her about the divorce. He wants a divorce. She's been the one avoiding to sign the divorce papers, running away, telling him no, she's going to frustrate him. She's going to this and she's going to that and all that kind of stuff that she doesn't want to sign it. Is that true from your side?
That's a lie. He's known, Obi is known for lies. He is a liar. He will even cry and throw himself on the floor while he's lying. He is a liar. That's why he should pick your calls himself actually and talk to you. Or he should come. Him and Edith should come here actually. Okay. He's lying. That pastor of those young girls, the ones that are lasting after him, he's a liar. He lies.
Now let me show everybody. I reached out to Obi, sent him a message. Didn't hear from him, but then when his friend now called me, one of his best friends called me today, he said he was going to speak to him, and then he spoke to him, and then he sent me a message. Didn't answer the questions that I sent him. He sent me a message. Now he sent me a message first of a message you sent him. He said a message you sent him in January. You, Judith, right?
Yes. And I'm telling you, he knows me like that. He knows me like I talk. I don't play, I talk.
So that was the message. So for him to send me I have questions, right? So for him to send me messages that you sent him, I feel he disrespected me, right? I feel like he didn't really value the fact that I have questions that I send you, and your friend spoke to you, and your friend knew my questions, but you were sending me messages that were sent to you by your wife's twin sister, not even your wife. I feel like you didn't respect. I feel like you didn't respect me. You know, that was the first thing he sent. No, hi, how are you doing? No. And if you check out the message that I sent him, I said, hello, how are you? My name is Solomon, a Christian John. Simple. Because I don't have any issue with him.
Exactly.
Right? So this is the message that he sent me. And see it. No hi, no nothing. Right? After sending your message on top, he now sent this one. He said, I've been expecting this to happen, as I've been promised that it will happen. So maybe you guys have been promising him that it will happen. So he put the name of his friend there, and I don't want us to know who the friend is. Spoke to me, and I don't want to be part of this conversation. And if that's what Edit wants to handle, if that's how Edit wants to handle our divorce, then let it be. The above SMS was sent to me in January by the twin sister. That's you. And a lot of emails, but I will not fight this. Let it go away. Or what do you say? Go what? Let it go. I'm actually trying to make sure that I read it correctly. I have the message here. So he said, let it go ahead. Let it go ahead. So he said it's okay to go ahead, basically.
But why is he sending you my message? Because you don't want my message. The message that I sent to him, I was telling him to pay the kids' school fees. That's what I fight about all the time. I fight about him not being responsible because it affects me. If he doesn't do it, I have to do it.
Now he sent me this message.
You can see he's running away from his stories. That's what he does best.
Before he sent this message, he sent me your message that you had sent him. And for me, it's like, that's not important to me.
Believe me, it's not.
That's not what I want to know. This is her twin sister. She's not your wife. Did you marry the twins? No, she's not your wife. And you were sending me this. And then what? I know you guys had issues. All the little issues or issues you have, that's your issues. But when you are a leader, I'm approaching this from a position of him being a leader. You are leading people as a pastor. If you are not a pastor, I wouldn't even have taken this interview maybe. Or I'm going to totally have a different approach to it. But when you are leading people and then you are sort of breaking the code of ethics, the code of conduct, the biblical standard and expectations, like we read from 1 Timothy 3:1 and 2. Brother, that's where the issue is. And we can have at the end of this conversation, we're probably going to say this is one side of the truth. I've given them the opportunity to bring their side of the truth because there's always two sides of the truth.
Yeah, but of course there is.
This is what I got. Right? Let me just do this. Let me even try to call him. Maybe he will pick it up. And
I'm sure he's watching. Hello, my in-law. I'm sure he's watching.
This is his phone ringing now. So it's just ringing.
Maybe he will pick. Who knows? He will.
Because these are allegations that was set up around him, and I'm sure he's gonna say, "No, that's not what happened." That's what I'm trying to do now, to give him the opportunity to say something. He's not picking it. This is on WhatsApp, right? So let me just copy his number and call him on my phone, like a phone call, and see.
He knows that you're calling him. He won't pick.
Yeah, he's watching, so.
Yeah.
061 4524220. Please leave your message after you hear the tone. If you need to re-record, press hash and wait for instructions.
Okay, so the phone is switched off, right? Let me try to do something now. I'm not gonna say who I'm calling until we try to get
his wife. You're calling his wife because they're together. They're together in a crook place illegally.
Let me see. Okay. Okay. Let me call his mother, Pastor Florence Masakona.
That woman, she's gonna hunt me down.
Hello.
Hello, ma. How are you?
I'm
I'm fine. Sorry, I don't speak Chivenda. My name is Solomon.
Okay.
Yes.
Your name is who?
Solomon.
Okay.
Yes, I had sent you a message yesterday. I'm not sure you got the message.
Maybe I didn't have time to look at it.
Yes, it's concerning your son, Obi. Okay. I don't know what happened. Maybe I ran out of airtime. I don't know. If it would be bad if I ran out of airtime, because she was ready to have a conversation. So just checking. The internet is quite a bit slow here on this side today.
Okay.
No, I still have airtime. So still have airtime. So I don't know what happened there. Let me try one more time, or maybe she got the message that I was calling her. Okay, it seems like she's been tipped that I was calling her. But let's give her a benefit of a doubt and try one more time. So it's clear. Obviously, she's been told that
she's gonna hunt me down. She's gonna hunt me down.
That I was trying to call her, right? We tried to call him. We tried to call her, because a lot of this conversation from his side of the family is herself and him. So I'm just going to leave the dad out of this because he didn't feature that much. And I'm going to leave the wife out of this for now. She's a new wife. I don't want to blame her. Maybe she's not even aware of
That's what I'm thinking. I don't want to talk about her because I think she doesn't know much. That's what I'm thinking, that she doesn't know much. So I wouldn't involve her. I wouldn't involve her. Because other people, they know what's going on.
So what does your sister want, Judith? What does your twin sister want? She's still married to this guy. What does she want?
I think she would want her husband to come and they talk as adults, because since this whole thing, I think the last time he went there, when was it? I called the other day, actually last year towards the end of the year. I called. He was there at the house, so he goes there. He used to go there to the house, meaning, he goes there. He goes to pick the kids and sometimes take them to McDonald's and stuff like that. So if he can just talk, let's communicate, because whatever happened, there was no communicating, no communication. His family was communicating alone without my family. And my family doesn't even know a thing. My mother, my father, they're just in the dark. They're still shocked. Like, what kind, what is this? What is this? Because I've never seen something like this in my life. But what I've learned is that when things get tough, Obi runs. It's just run all the time. He runs. Runs. I remember the other time I had a fight with him, and then he told me there was a little change. I don't care. I don't care as long as I said what I said. I said the truth, because they were busy deceiving people, and lying to people about my sister and stuff. Whereas
it's good. It's good to share your truth. And some people are saying, why did I call the mother and all that? Is there anything wrong with calling her this time? Is there anything wrong with calling her? Do you know the importance of
she's part of it. She was giving. Remember, she was the one giving the gift.
Yeah. So don't try to take how you would deal with things and impose it on me. Don't try to do that.
Exactly.
If she doesn't receive calls after 9, she wouldn't have picked that call.
She's
she's a pastor. Do you know what that means? She's a pastor.
They deal with people. They receive calls 24 hours.
They're like medical doctors.
Exactly.
You're always on call. So
exactly,
all these church members or wherever you're coming from, please take it easy, guys. We're trying to do the best possible here. And we are going to try to, before I did this interview, why Judith is here is because her sister said she's not comfortable to speak.
I'm going to try and charge my phone. It's dying.
Okay. She's not comfortable to speak yet. That's why her twin sister, Judith, is here to speak. Right? And Judith was the one that approached me with this whole problem. When Edith, the wife, is comfortable to speak, I would make sure I bring her here and she would give her side of the story. If Obi wants to speak, he can come on and give his side of the story. It's fine. Right? It's very fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Don't think her sister is fighting her own battle. What are families for? What are families for? If my family cannot stand for me, then what it is? Some of you are saying, why are you allowing the sister to fight for her? Let me actually post that stuff that doesn't really make sense. You're saying Edith should learn to fight her own battles. Do you know what families are for, Humbu?
Yes. Humbu nema kundani kumbu. Hello, I'm the family. And when we were doing the negotiations of the lobolas, I was there. When they were getting married, I had to fly back to Dubai, but they stopped me. I had to be there at the wedding. I'm the twin sister. I was the best lady. I know most of the things. So please sit down, okay? Just rest. So please, okay?
You guys should, the people that are commenting here, you must think before you comment, right? And I'm not saying you shouldn't comment. You can comment whatever you want, but you must think before you comment. I don't want us to get to a place where we're just saying stuff one-sided. Like I told you, I've reached out to every one of them.
Yes.
To give their own side of the story. When you have a 37-year-old man who's a pastor, a father of 4, and he's on his 3rd marriage, that is a problem. That is a problem. And if you don't see that as a problem, then every other thing is not a problem. This is the problem. So maybe a lot of you guys, especially men, maybe a lot of you guys are just the same way. You tolerating it.
Yeah.
You can cheat. You can just manipulate. You can just do stuff and just move on. Empower Me here is saying, Judith should be my sister.
Yes, yes, girl. Yes, girl.
That's what it's all about. That's what family is all about. And remember, they are twins. They're not
And
just
imagine
sisters.
how
You
far
don't
I
understand
am
that?
right now. I'm very far right now doing this.
So guys, this is not like a celebrity type schwashi gossip or whatever. No, these are really issues we're talking about here.
This is reality.
That's why we try to bring evidence.
There's bigamy in church.
Because that's exactly what happens. Bigamy.
Yeah.
Go check the African Constitution. Bigamy is a crime. You're married to two women, or you're still married to one woman and then you left for another woman, and you say you're married. It's as simple as that. Someone is saying, I just want to know the purpose of this whole interview. I want to know the purpose of why you are here. That's what I want to know. So you don't even know why you are here. So some people think that you think I'm here to joke. You think I'm here to play around. I'm here to just get 1,985 people watching. You think I'm here for likes? You think I'm here for comment? Guys, you don't know me. For those of you guys who don't know me, I'm not here for that. I'm sorry. But please respect people. We're here for a conversation, a big problem. The fact that you say you are a pastor, you have opened yourself up for scrutiny.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. Because myself as a Christian, you as a Christian should know the standard that is set for pastors. Do you know the standard that is set for pastors and overseers and leaders is a higher standard to you and I? So you are just somebody who's just a Christian, still trying to grow, and your pastor, is playing around with women, and then you feel, oh, it's okay, this and that. You're trying to take your standard and put it on him. No, he has a different standard, a higher standard. It doesn't work that way at all. It doesn't work that way. So, Judith, there's somebody here that, where is it again? Yeah, someone here. Gladys is sending you some love.
Oh, that's my sister. She's the Mudau as well, from my grandparents' side. Yeah.
Okay.
She's family.
So somebody said I'm too emotional and arrogant. Well, if you call passion and boldness arrogant, that's fine, my sister. That's up to you. Somebody is saying Judith is a liar. I have seen Obi with his new wife and the kids. Pity we cannot disclose things Edith has done. Be that it may be, some of us have evidence. Solomon Isang is catching feelings, and he knows he should know broadcasting 101 before doing all sort of things. You see, the problem is when you talk like this, Ike, and you don't give evidences. So whatever you're saying is just useless. I'm sorry, that's just the way that it is. You're saying you have evidences. Don't come out and claim you have evidences. Don't even tell us. If you're not ready to disclose it, don't even tell us, because you don't have anything.
I've never even seen him, around. I don't know him, and I don't care what he says. I don't know him. So
Marcia here is saying, big up Solomon. Thank you so much. Helen here is asking, way forward, please. So what's the way forward? Judith, what's the way forward? speak for your sister, and I hope you're going to convince your sister and talk to your sister so she can talk to me, so I can bring her here, so we can hear it from the horse's mouth too, because there's a lot of things that you probably don't know that she's aware of, or she's probably going to want to disclose.
I will talk to her, and then we will talk on WhatsApp. We'll make a video call with you, and then I'm sure we'll come up. I'm not bitter. I knew somebody's gonna say that.
Yes,
I knew it.
You can see the smoke on her. What is it on her face?
No,
Are you bitter?
I'm not. Chief Wamodauzi, I'm not bitter. Do you support obese kids? Do you send them money? If you say I'm bitter, do you send them money, Chief Wamodauzi? Do you buy them groceries? Why should I be bitter? Believe me, I used to like Obi so much. We used to hang out and stuff like that, but he's not doing the right thing. That's my problem. He's not doing the right thing. I'm not bitter about anything. I can't be.
And I want to advise you sisters also. I know a lot of pain has been inflicted on you. You have to be careful that you don't get bitter. You have to be careful that when you talk to Obi, you talk to him, you disagree, but you also talk to him from a respectable perspective. He's still a man. Because we disagree doesn't mean we disrespect each other. You know, so I want to encourage you. And if your sister is watching, also the same thing. Whatever the disagreement is, the pain that you feel has been inflicted on you, you have to respect Obi. Obi is a human being. I believe in respecting people. I can disagree with you, but I'm not going to call you names. I'm not going to curse you. I'm not going to, you know, those kind of stuff. It's just not part of our biblical expectations. So I would want to really encourage you guys to be careful around that, right?
Yeah.
So what's the way forward? That's what we are on, isn't it? There's this there's one here. I think I didn't show it where she said, "Love you, auntie and family."
That's my niece.
Okay, that's so you got your whole family.
She said screenshot. She said, "Auntie J, did you see that?" I said, "Yeah, I saw it." That's my niece, Precious.
There's someone here saying, "Just go to the maintenance court. Your sister must just file for divorce and move on with her life. Simple." Somebody's saying here, Solomon and Jackie from what say same WhatsApp group, trust them to dig up stuff.
I know this one. We're from the same church.
I don't know if that is right or wrong, but I'm just trying to scan through. There's like thousands of messages here. You know, we're just you can see people 1,951 people watching. We're just 50 short of 2,000.
And some they're busy sending me friends requests here. They're busy requests.
Yes, please send her friend requests, especially when you're a man. Tall dark and handsome. She's single, right? And she made a lot of money in China, so maybe she can share some of it with you. But you have to be a faithful husband and make sure you have a job.
Yes, you can have your job.
You know, I'm just trying to. Somebody is saying, Entle is saying, do you honestly think these girls can ever respect anyone, Solomon? Do you know them, Entle? Do you know them? That's the first question I would ask.
I don't even know this person.
So I tell if you don't know the person, I'm not sure you can make such comments.
I've never even seen her in my life. Who is Entle?
If you know the person, then you can make such comment. But there's just a whole lot of there's somebody saying the whole thing is one-sided. Yes, you can feel it's one-sided because I invited Obi, he didn't show up. I sent him questions, he didn't answer the question.
I agree, it's one-sided too. I agree.
You're always going to be one-sided. There's nothing I can do about it. You know, Shonisani. So maybe you need to call Obi. I tried to speak to his mother here. You saw it. They cut the phone. I tried to call back, didn't pick up. What does that say? Didn't want to speak to me, isn't it? It's as simple as that. There's nothing I can do about it. It's always going to be one-sided. What we have tonight is one side, is one version of it. Obi might come here and dispute everything that was said. Fine. But at least we can now see the both sides and say, okay, well, they said this and all that. You know, and for me, my prayer for Obi is, whatever way he knows he has done wrong, he's done wrong, right? You're still married. You went ahead to marry somebody. You've biblically gone wrong. Legally, constitutionally, the South African Constitution, you've gone wrong. So, for me, that's my bone. That is the problem. So you're living in sin with another woman, bro. You're a pastor, living in sin with another woman. You're living together, sleeping in the same bed tonight. You're going to sleep together. I don't know what your biblical understanding is, but that is what you are doing. Make things right. If you said your wife Edith didn't want to divorce you, she didn't want to sign the papers, you have to wait, bro. Because that was what you signed up for in the beginning. For better, for worse, you sign up until you get that. Even if you have to wait for 4 years, bro, I'm sorry, but that's the cross that you would have to carry before you jump to another woman that you marry now. Is the pain, is the price that you have to pay. This marriage thing is not a joke. It's not a joke. You're married for the third time. So it seems like the marriage is a joke. Your parents have been married for over 40 years. They're still together. What did you learn from it? And we must applaud your parents. In as much as, yeah, there are certain things that they did that maybe Judith and Edith did not agree with it. But if there's one thing we can agree with them is they've been married for this long. Furniture duster.
I don't want to comment. No comment. I don't.
So, people that will come here and just think we're joking. I'm not going to allow you to come here and think we're joking like you're on Twitter or on Facebook. This is a different platform. This is a different platform. We're all trying to find the truth about our lives, about what God expects from us, how to walk rightly before Him. That's what we're trying to find out. But when you come here, you think you can just throw around careless words and careless statements. You're disrespecting us. And I would disagree with you passionately, like I disagree with Mboro. Yeah, it's not a joke, but it's just, I would disagree with you, but I still love you. So you can call me arrogant or whatever. That's your perspective because you don't even know me. You don't know me from anywhere. You don't know my history. You don't know my Christian work. You don't know anything about me. And because I disagree with you doesn't mean I disrespect you. And if you feel I disagree with you because I disagree with you, then I'm disrespecting you, then you have a problem. Because disagreement is not disrespect. You can disagree with Judith, but you cannot begin to disrespect her and begin to call her names. Like saying she's a frustrated single. See, that's the problem. That's the problem.
Who said I'm a frustrated single?
No, nobody said that. I'm just creating it.
Okay.
Now you're living the issue and then you're attacking the person.
Exactly.
We must never leave the issue. The issue is this guy is in a bigamy relationship. This guy is a pastor. He's married for the third time. Come on. If you love him, you would know something is wrong.
I don't know why my phone is not charging. It's on 4%.
Anyway, we've
Maybe
come to
this
the end of the
Chinese
interview.
charger.
We've come to the end of the interview. Come to the end of the interview.
Okay.
Yeah,
To be continued.
Somebody here is saying, Solomon, the problem is you want people to disagree with you. You can't always be right. You don't want people to. You can disagree with me, but if disagreeing with me means that I accept what you're saying, then you have a problem. Disagreeing with me doesn't mean that I have to accept that. If I say this is my position and I'm not changing, and you think I should accept your position, then the problem is not my problem. The problem is your problem. Because you think I should just, I'm very strong with my views. I hold my views passionately.
I like you
don't
for that.
say something and sway me. No, because I have thought through my view and critically looked at it before I put it out there. If I make a mistake, I can put it publicly on social media. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. It's not a big deal for me. That's the Christian life that we should live. We must be humble enough to say we are sorry. But you want me to say I'm sorry? For what? You don't even know me, Basti. You think you know me from the pages of social media? Nah, you would never know me from social media. So, enough of that. Now, I mean, you would have to take time to read some of these comments later on and all that kind of stuff. You know,
it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I have meetings and rehearsals soon, you know, and I have to go to work. By the way, I'm exactly Solomon. No matter how much you love someone, don't agree with everything.
Yeah, I'm looking for a comment that somebody is saying, look, you live in China for so long that you actually looking like Chinese now. Your face is looking like Chinese.
I've heard that so many times.
I saw it somewhere. But so please, if you would speak to your sister, just so when she is comfortable, she can come and give her side of the story. And I'm very open. Obedience, if you're watching, or even obedience friends that would want to come and represent, or family that would want to come and represent him like you did. We're not trying to condemn people here. We do not condemn people. But we're trying to say, let's take responsibility. No need running away from our responsibility. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I did this. Nobody's going to crucify you. Again? No. Nobody would condemn you. No. We all make mistakes. It's not for us to condemn. Only Jesus can. Only God can condemn people. But it's for us to judge. 1 Corinthians is very clear. He says, what business is it of ours to judge people that are outside the church? Are we not supposed to judge those inside the church? A lot of people think judging is wrong, judging is a sin. Please go read your Bible again. They will say, but you know, Jesus told the Pharisees, you know, if he who is without sin, let him throw the first stone. When they were judging the woman. But you know why he said that? Because the Pharisees and the Sadducees were hypocrites. They were doing the same thing behind the scene.
And you know what, Solomon?
If my wife is my third wife, right? And I married her whilst I've not divorced my second wife, and now I'm addressing this issue, I'm a hypocrite. That's what the Bible is saying. That makes me a hypocrite. You can't
you know what?
You can't be sleeping with women all around, and then you're a pastor, then you go out and you tell men not to sleep with women. Come on. Even if they don't know you're doing that, you're a hypocrite. Grade 1 hypocrite. Yes, you want to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say, and if Obi is watching, he knows that me and him, we've had moments of disagreement so many times. He knows that. He knows that when he doesn't do, he knows we'll fight, and you know we'll even bump into each other somewhere at a concert and not talk. But when things are fixed, we talk. You know. So this doesn't mean that I hate him. No, I cannot. He is the father of those kids.
Yes, you can't hate him. Yeah. Somebody is saying Solomon must go and learn emotional intelligence. You can't be conducting an interview with such emotions. Why not? First, number 1, I'm Nigerian. Do you know what that means? It means that I show my emotions. I'm passionate. So don't think because I'm showing my passion. That's passion. So people are confusing passion with emotions. And don't think that because I'm passionate, that means I'm emotional. No, I have emotional intelligence. You can, I'm the kind of guy that you can slap me and I cannot slap you back. Let me tell you the truth. Somebody has spit on me, that they spit on me. I didn't do anything to them. So if that is not emotional intelligence, what is that? But because you see the way that, you know, I'm passionately talking about, because this is a problem in the church. Obi is not the only one who is into this. There's a Nigerian pastor, Prophet Joshua Iginla, very popular in Nigeria, big church. He left his wife, married a South African woman.
Wow.
He's still married to his wife. He's moved here in South Africa, married a woman from the Eastern Cape. I'm talking about a guy who has a church that is seating 90,000 people. Do you know what that means? I have all the documentation of home affairs when they got married and everything. From his first wife, I have all their marriage certificates.
Wow.
And then you're talking about emotional intelligence, my sister.
Now, some people, they just talk because they want to comment, you know, they just want to comment. So
that's it. So I think it's enough with the comments, actually. So let's let's leave it there. But thank you so much, Judith. I know you have to, it's very early morning there for you and you have to get yourself out together.
It's 4 o'clock and I'm still, you know, I just came back from a show and I came straight to you. You know?
Yeah. Again, I would say, please, you and your sister, whatever pain or whatever frustration or disappointment you faced from the family of Obi and from himself, please be careful that you do not sin in the course of speaking to them. Make sure there's respect, there's love, even though you disagree, and advise, you know, your sister, if they're saying she doesn't want to sign the divorce, whatever, if that's what she wants. I don't believe in divorce. I told my wife, if you leave me, I would follow you. I would follow you. If I leave you, please follow me. Nobody is leaving anybody, for better, for worse, till death do us part. That's what it is.
Amen.
Right? So thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and bringing this. What you are doing here, what you did here, is what families should do. Stand with each other.
Believe me, my family comes first. I will do anything for my family. And they know that. Anything. As long as it's my family, I will do anything. They know very well. That's why in the process, that's why when I'm doing this, the text that he showed you, I'm texting him, I'm fighting him, like, take care of the kids at least. You know, because it's more about the kids. He can do whatever that he's doing, but at least the kids, they come first. Take care of them.
All right. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. And thank you everyone for watching. It's been a while I got this kind of crowd. But it's good because then I hope that we can learn something from it, you know, for ourselves and for other people. That's the whole idea here, you know. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now, Solomon's Temple. Please subscribe to it right now, right away. All right, make sure you subscribe and follow me on social media. And again, if you want to join our partners group, Solomon's Temple's partner groups, where we pray together, support each other, this is where to join. +27 67 397 7197. Please make sure you join that. Because of what I do, I face a lot of legal issues and all that. And right now, I have a legal issue with Alf Lukau, who is a prophet, the one who was said to have resurrected another person who was dead, which became a global news 2 years ago. So he's taken me to court for about 2 years now. He's been taking me to court, and this I think maybe tomorrow we're actually going to get judgment. Either I'm going to go to prison or I'm not going to go to prison. So I might go to prison, I might not go to prison, but then I have legal costs, and because it was a high court. So if you want to support my legal cost locally, please, this is what to do, where to yeah. I have about $3,000 that I need to. I'm saying dollars now because there's a lot of international people here also. You can, put it in rands that I need to pay. And if you are international, you want to use PayPal, please use solomontalks@yahoo.com. Thank you so much for everyone who's been supportive. This is not about me. I'm not asking you for money to use on me. I do not do that. That's not me. My wife is an auditor, so you know what that means. I have a breakdown of everything. Even yesterday, she sent me the breakdown of all the money that was raised and what it was used for. I had done that about 2 weeks ago, where I told you this is how how much was raised, this went here, this went here. And that's what we need to do as Christians. Is your church ready to open their account for you to see how much is there and how it was used? Do they do that at the end of every, especially black churches, at the end of every year? You know, you show the finances. This is how much was raised through offering, through tithes, if you're a church that do tithes, through donations, and this was how it was used. Because you need to know. You need to know. You need to know. Transparency and accountability is very key and important. So thank you, guys. God bless you. Judith, thank you. How do you say thank you? Sheshe, is it? How do you say it in Mandarin in Chinese?
Sheshe.
Sheshe.
Bukache. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Sheshe. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Let me leave. Okay.
Yes, let me get you off. So thank you, guys, every one of you. God bless you. Remember, this is just a platform to talk about these things and to really seek for what God is saying and how we can go about it. You know, do not take nothing personal. We don't do personal stuff here. But I appreciate every one of you. Keep praying for the family. Keep praying for Obi. Keep praying for his wife. Keep praying for everyone. That's important. So God bless you. I'm going to have this video on YouTube. Please make sure you share it and tag people. And also there are other videos there that you would really love and enjoy. So check it out. God bless you. Have a good night from Johannesburg.